दिल्लीમાં ઉડારે ગુલાલ ગુલાબી રંગ કેસરિયા.
So dear friends, very good morning. Today we will start chapter number 8. The name of the chapter is quadrilateral. So we will read some theorems which are given in this chapter. Theorems are related to the parallelogram. I have written all the theorem here. Theorem 8.1, 8.2 and 8.3, 8.4 and 8.5, 8.6 and 8.7. This theorem 8.2 and 8.3 are in group. Group means these are inverse to each other. Inverse. 8.4 and 8.5 inverse. So that's why I have written in this way. Inverse. Later I will tell you. And this 8.6 and 8.7, these are also inverse to each other. But 8.1 is one of the most important, one of the fundamental. So it is written in single. Okay. So theorem 8.1, page number 139. So on 139, so dear friends, 8.1 theorem is written separately. Why it is so? Okay, before telling anything, page number 139 in your book. The theorem is a diagonal. This is a triangle, this is a quadrilateral A, B, C and D, not quadrilateral, parallelogram. So it is theorem, a diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. So diagonal and two congruent triangles. So two types of diagonals are there, AC or BD. So I have made separately. I will tell you, and I have written in this colored format why it is written. I will tell you. Before that, suppose we have this one triangle in my hand. You are looking, what type of triangle it is? Yes, right angle triangle. Okay, and all the three sides are different. So scalene right angle triangle. Okay, this is, oh yes, scalene right angle, no, right angle, and all the three sides different. Scalene, yes, scalene, isosceles and equilateral. Scalene triangle, yes, all three sides are different. In right angle it may be isosceles also sometimes, but it is not here. Okay, so this is what is special in these two triangles. If I will add these two triangles, what you will get? This is parallelogram, because these two sides are equal. So when we add it, this will be just a diagonal of parallelogram. Okay, if we add these two triangles, because these two sides are equal, again if we add this way, so this is again a parallelogram. Okay, if we add here, because these two sides are equal, in this way, what you are getting? Oh sir, this was right angle triangle. Yes, when you will see, this was the right angle triangle, this was the two parts, but when you add in different patterns, you will find different parallelogram, but actually it was right angle triangle. What I have done, I have cut it in two parts, and when I have pasted it, so this was in this form. This I have slide, so this was parallelogram. What I have done here it was, I have slide, this was parallelogram, and this is the third thing. In other things I can make it through this figure. This is, yes, this is called kite. Later I will tell you, or I have told in my detailed video of the quadrilaterals concept. Okay, so this is the kite. Because these two things are equal here, adjacent sides are equal, and this is also equal, and this is common. So with the help of these two triangles, actually these are the part of a right angle triangle, how many things I have made: right angle, parallelogram, and kite. Okay, so this was the case. Let me have another one. This is not right angle triangle. Yes, it is more than 90 degree. This is more than 90 degree angle, so obtuse angle triangle. Obtuse angle, all the sides are different. So scalene and obtuse angle, the two names based on the angles, because one angle is more than 90, so obtuse angle, all the sides are different. So all the sides are different, scalene. Okay, that's good. And these two triangles are, what you will say, just like in this figure, these two triangles were congruent, congruent, two copy. Actually it is it was cut through a diagonal, so you have got two congruent triangle. So that's why in chapter number 7 of triangles, the focus was on especially congruent triangle. Congruent. In class 10th you will go, the things will be changed, and you will read about similar triangle. Similar, but it is congruent, means two copy. Okay, so this is again congruent triangle. Yes, congruent triangle. So congruent means all the three sides are equal. These are called corresponding sides, Okay, this appears to be single one because it has covered everything, because this angle equal to this angle equal to this, so it appears to be one, but actually it is two. Okay, and all the figures, when this is the equal, when I will slide it, nothing new, but when I will join it, this will be a kite. Okay, when I will join in this way here, oh, this is something different, just arrow, when you place arrow here. Okay, so this is also later I will tell you, this is called in quadrilateral, something special, later I will tell you. Okay, but I will add these two in this format. Yes, this is what? Sir, this is parallelogram. Yes, this is parallelogram, because two congruent triangles will make parallelogram, will make a rectangle also, will make a square also. Congruent triangle, congruent. Okay, when you will add in this way, what you are getting here, this is parallelogram, because these sides are equal, these two sides are equal, so parallelogram. When you have these states are equal, parallelogram. Okay, so this was, three parallelograms you can form. One with here, okay, this one with here with this common diagonal, one with this, and the third one is with this. This is third one. Oh no, this is third one. So three types of parallelogram you can make. So I have shown you two different set of triangles, congruent triangles, like this. So the concept is two congruent triangles will form a parallelogram. Congruent triangles, any type of triangle may be there. So for example, take this one, this is the same figure which I have drawn on my board, you can check it. This is actually matching this. So this is A, B, C and D. So this is the parallelogram, this is also, this is parallelogram. I have drawn lines here, if you are visible, it is visible. So this is diagonal and this is diagonal, so two diagonals are there. For your simplicity, what I have made this, this is the half of. Oh yes, if this is like this, so if I will make this diagonals na, so I will get this triangle. This, you can take. Are you able to see any difference? It appears to be only one na, but it is triangle and it is parallelogram. So yes, this was like this also. This. It appears to be it is only one because the angles are equal. These angles are equal. This angle to equal this angle. Okay, let me show. If you change it, yes, this. Oh yes, this angle is equal. This. Actually, these are called opposite angles. This angle to equal this angle. These are called opposite. And because this angle is equal to this, so these opposite angles are equal. Opposite sides are equal also. These are all the theorems. In parallelogram. So nothing is special in parallelogram. All this theorem 8.2, 8.3, 4, 5, everywhere in parallelogram. The opposite sides equal. Opposite sides means, this side equal to this one. You can check. Yes, it is equal to this. Opposite sides are equal. Opposite angle equal. Opposite angle means just and again, if you have this, suppose I may cut this. I have cut this all triangles and parallelogram for you, and it has taken time, so I request you to keep watching, keep patience. This is these are two parallelogram, but there appears to be only one. Why? Because the two are equal, means congruent. Parallelogram and congruent. Okay, then I have cut it half. Suppose take it in this format. Yes, in this format. Yes, this way. This is, and if I will take one half, so these two triangles, one triangle, actually this was the whole parallelogram, but I have got this diagonal, so I have got two triangles, and these two triangles are congruent. Why it is so? It is written here A, B, C. It is A, this is A and B and C, and another one is C, here C, then D, and then A. You are noticing A here, but A here, and C on this third, so you are getting C here, and B and D are free because B and D and opposite angles. These angles equal to this angle. So this is B and D separate, but it A, C, C, A. So the sequence is very important. Why? This sequence is very important. Let me take this pencil. This is, so if I will write here A, I think it will not be visible to you. This is A. So this whole corner A na. So A has been divided in two parts. C has been divided in two parts. This is C, this is C. Yes, I think it is visible or not. Okay. This is A, this is C, C, because two parts C. Earlier C was common, but here C and C in triangles. In triangle C will be used two times. C for this triangle also, C for this triangle also. So C and C, 2C has been generated. because corners name na, a corners name, and D and B are equal. This is D and this is B. Okay, so I am telling you, let me show you. This was, so this was the figure. Yes, are you able to see? So I will show you. This is D, this is B. These are equal. You know, these are opposite angles, so will be equal. But you know, this angle is not equal to this. This may be different. This means this is not bisected. It may be bisected, but at that time when this is a rhombus, not parallelogram, means when all the sides are equal. So later I will tell you. In rhombus it happens, and actually this is rhombus. This is not a parallelogram. This is rhombus. Rhombus means all the four sides are equal, almost equal. So that is, this is rhombus. And so that is why you are observing these two angles are equal. If this is the full to full, just like this was parallelogram, this was whole to whole parallelogram, this, and you are observing, yes, the figure is same. This angle is not equal to this. Yes, this part is equal to this part, this one. So the cross is there, you know, this of this one is equal to, so here and here, cross, and here, means cross has happened. So this is A, C and C, cross, means what I am telling you, this is the angle, this, you know, this, what I have made, this is equal to this one, this. This cross, and cross, this will be equal to this. So that is why A and C, you know, A, so here A is coming here in cross, C and C. So actually, let me prove it with the experiment. Yes. So this is not equal to this, but these are equal because these are rhombus, all sides are equal. So and these all sides are equal, so that is this is isosceles triangle, this equal to this isosceles triangle, but this is not isosceles. So actually this is the parallelogram, this was the rhombus. Earlier I have told you rhombus means parallelogram also, but something is special. So that's why this was the question number 6. Later I will tell you. This question number 6, this angle is bisected, okay. So the thing which I would like to tell you, this one, you know, this angle is equal to this one, and you can check, you know, this is equal to this, or you can say, you can keep it this equal to this. This, but if I will keep it, so that will be inverse, and it will not be a parallelogram, it will be kite, and this is, so this is equal, these angles are equal, but this has come here, you know, this was in this format, but it has come not in this, but it has changed. Yes. So that's why it is written here A, B, C. So angle A for this is equal to angle C. C and D and B are equals, and this C is equal to A. So this is. Because this is the rhombus, so you will see all the angles are equal. So this is also equal, these sides are equal in question number 6 in your book, 8.1, question number 6. So I have shown you, these are very important, and this was the actual figure. and I have made this one, this. So this angle equal to this. Opposite angles are equal, opposite sides equal, opposite angle equal, and the third one is diagonal bisect each other. Each is also important here. That is why I have written diagonal bisect. Sometimes one diagonal is bisected by other, not each. Each means when you will draw this BD, so BD will be bisected, AC will be bisected, diagonals are not equal, but that will be bisected by each other, means this will be half and this will be also half. Okay, so this was the theorem. And theorem opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are equal means AB is equal to AB. What is AB? I have not written anything here because in this figure you can have all the values. Opposite sides. So what is opposite sides? AB, first, second. So this is equal to CD. AB equal to CD. Okay. Then BC, second and third, is equal to DA. BC is equal to DA. So with the help of this, everything this can be written. And similarly here also I have shown BD and DB cross, because here this angle is equal to this one, means alternate interior angles also you may say. These are the alternate interior angles because this line is parallel, na? These lines are parallel, and when you have cut it, so this angle equal be this. So alternate interiors. So A, C are equal, and here of this C is equal to this A. So this I have written. So opposite sides are equal. From here you can write opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles means angle D is equal to angle B. This DB. This is the cross because A and C are divided now for this triangle. But BD is equal. And similarly you can see here in this figure A and C are equal, this angle equal to this. So with the help of this you can prove it. Diagonal bisect to each other. Yes, this is somewhat new. Bisect means half. So for it I have made with this figure this, because this was the rhombus. So you know diagonal rhombus, diagonals of the rhombus bisect to each other at right angle. So I'm not talking about the rhombus right now. That will be a question in your figure, in your book. I think theorem question number 4 or 5. Later I will tell you about the rhombus. We are talking about here only parallelogram. So yes, so only look it. So this is 1 times. When you will turn it, this is 2 times. This is the 3 times. You know, and this is the 4 times. Why it is possible? Only due to right angle triangle. This is the right angle. Okay, so in the rhombus this was the special case. This is again, you know, but I have not cut it. This side is not equal. Opposite sides are equal. This equal to this. Opposite sides is equal to this. Opposite sides are equal. Opposite angle, this angle, whole angle equal to this one, this equal to this one. And diagonals, you know, these diagonals will be large and this will be short. And I hope you can see these are bisected. So this equal to this and this half equal to this half. So these were all our theorems. On the basis of these theorems we will solve the questions. So keep watching in my next video. So this was the something about the theorems of chapter number